on.
Celine Dion, dead or alive?
She's on her way.
On her way. Okay.
Almost
All right.
there.
KLTX digital broadcast, your hits from the 80s, 90s, and today's the Kenny Casey Show. Wednesday morning, zooming right along, another fast week upon us. And weekends speaking of the weekend, it's going to be a good weekend. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna get in the jacuzzi, that's for sure.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
you were going to clean your carpets a couple of weeks ago.
No, this would be the weekend to do it. Last weekend got so cold.
Yeah, it did get cold.
29, it was too cold. So
Well,
last weekend's gonna now be this weekend.
okay. I expect
All
those
around.
carpets to be cleaned, young lady.
They need to
Even
be.
the carpet in your vehicle.
We'll see about that one.
You got a husband.
Yeah.
Just tell him to do it. He does what you tell him to anyway.
Do it
Out
all.
of fear for his life.
And then make my
He's
dinner.
like, sunny and 80 today. Nice breeze. A very nice breeze. Up to 30 at times. You may want to hold off on your burning. Partly cloudy, 56 overnight. Sunny and 84 tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But we're going to still have that breeze, though, and it's going to switch from the north late in the afternoon. Check this out. 74 Friday, 75 Saturday, 85 Sunday, and we may make it to 90 the first part of next week.
What is going on?
That's what I'm talking about. Loving it. It is 57 right now. Time for strange but true news, Casey.
All right, bring it on.
All right, 4 men headed out from Venice, Florida on what was supposed to be a day-long fishing trip off the Gulf Coast Saturday morning.
Fun.
Haven't been seen since.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like Gilligan's Island.
Except for maybe not.
Yeah, except for Marianne wasn't there. Family members alerted cops after they failed to return home that night, and a search was launched. By Monday night, they stopped searching for him.
Wow.
The Coast Guard had been searching as far as 80 miles out, and the area of at least 4,600 square miles had been covered when the men set out on their 23-foot sport craft. The seas were not too rough, but heavy fog set in the afternoon and later that night, and the winds picked up. Then the seas picked up, and it had been raining most of that time. In the current 4 to 6 foot seas, it's not very safe to be out there on a boat like that. Rough seas had hampered search efforts. Yeah, not looking good for them.
Unless they're just like, you know what? Let's go to this
They
place.
probably went to Cuba.
And they got drunk. And
then come stumbling home next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either that or they're in a Cuban jail. Well.
Well, those are better case scenarios.
Yeah. Yeah, we better move on before we... It's not funny. They could be dead.
They probably are.
Yeah, they probably are. All right, cops in Colorado have confirmed the death of a 34-year-old local resident 4 days after he was bitten by one of his two pet Gila monsters.
Oh, what?
Yeah, those lizards.
Oh.
Yeah, the Jefferson County victim, who had not been identified, reportedly owned two of the carnivorous reptiles. The creature that bit the man on Monday, back on the 12th of February, was a juvenile that measured about 12 inches long. That's the one that killed him? A 12-inch lizard?
A ruler killed him.
Wow, he was taken to the hospital and died last Friday. The Jefferson County Coroner's Office had performed an autopsy, but is conducting additional toxicology testing to determine a precise cause of death. Maybe it wasn't a Gila monster.
Maybe it wasn't. Are they even poisonous?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It is illegal to own one of those monsters in the state without a license, too. The desert-dwelling lizards will be taken to a wildlife rehab in another state. But the animal that bit the man will first be transported this week to prison, a prison lab at the University of Northern Colorado. There, its venom will be extracted and studied to learn more about why its bite led to the owner's death.
Wow.
Well, probably because of the venom. I'm just throwing that out there.
It might be.
Yeah.
But then again, it could have just morphed
into what?
Like a bigger lizard.
Boy, you're having a fun time with dead people today, aren't you, Casey?
Having a day.
A Missouri man appeared to try and cash in on an insurance policy by staging a bloody farm equipment accident. In November, the Howell County Sheriff's Office sent out a relatively vague press release to local media about a situation involving a man in Willow Springs who had lost his feet in an apparent staged incident
What?
with a bush hog.
So he kinda cut his own feet off?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Lost was a literal term, as the severed feet could not be found by responding medics and law enforcement officers. The feet were freshly severed. Now, the man in his 60s and a known paraplegic in his lower extremities.
Okay.
Okay, now it's making
A
sense.
little more sense.
Authorities were immediately curious about the tourniquets on his legs and who put them there in the immediate aftermath of the alleged accident. Now, the man, who was not named because he was not criminally charged, apparently had some help. There's a man from Florida. What is going on in Florida?
I
A
don't know.
man from Florida made the trip to the small Ozarks town to cut off the man's leg with a hatchet, executing an alleged plan to commit insurance fraud. Since he never formally filed the false claim, Howell County prosecutors didn't press any charges. And where did his feet end up?
Where?
A couple of days after, cops got a call that a relative found them in a bucket obscured by tires.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody got some stinky feet over here.
People are crazy.
Ooh,
It's
wow.
crazy.
Well, he didn't need his feet anyway. He was paraplegic.
That's true.
So he's like, hey, you know what? I could probably sell these feet.
He could have done a better job trying to get that insurance money.
I got an idea. Take this hatchet and cut my feet off.
Well, not
It's-
yes, no.
Yeah, then throw them in this bucket. God. All right, download the free Mix Online app on your iPhone or Android. Take us everywhere you go.
All the time.
648, a dozen before 9. It Mix Online, your hits from the 80s, 90s, and today. Good morning.
They're as organized as a $3 DVD